Jalaluddin Muhammad Shah, Bengali, born as Yadu or Jadu, was a 15th-century Sultan of Bengal and an important figure in medieval Bengali history. Born a Hindu to his aristocratic father Raja Ganesha, he assumed the throne of Bengal after a coup which overthrew the Ilyas Shahi dynasty. He converted to Islam and ruled the Bengal Sultanate for 16 years. As a Muslim king, he brought Arakan under Bengali suzerainty and consolidated the kingdom's domestic administrative centers. He pursued relations with the Timurid Empire, Mamluk Egypt and Ming China. Bengal grew in wealth and population during his reign. He also combined Bengali and Islamic architecture. First phase, 1415 to 1416. According to Goron and Goenka, Raja Ganesha seized control over Bengal soon after the death of Sultan Bayazid, 1412 to 1414. Facing an imminent threat of invasion at the behest of a powerful Muslim holy man named Qutb al-Alam, he appealed to the Sant to call off his threat. The Sant agreed on the condition that Raja Ganesha's son Jadu would convert to Islam and rule in his place. Raja Ganesha agreed and Jadu started ruling Bengal as Jalaluddin in 1415 AD. Nur Qutb died in 1416 AD and Raja Ganesha was emboldened to depose his son and accede to the throne himself as Danujamardana. Jalaluddin was reconverted to Hinduism by the Golden Cow ritual. After the death of his father, he once again converted to Islam and started ruling his second phase. Second phase, 1418 to 1433. Jalaluddin maintained a peaceful kingdom during his second phase. His authority stretched to eastern Bengal, Moazzamabad, present-day Sunamganj, and southeastern Bengal, present-day Chittagong. He also conquered Fathabad, present-day Faridpur, and the southern Bengal. During his reign, Firuzabad, Pandua became a populous and flourishing town. It is recorded in the Ming Shi that a Chinese explorer, Cheng Ho, visited the city twice in 1421–22 and 1431–33. He later transferred the capital from Pandua to Goa. The city of Goa began to be repopulated during his reign. Jalaluddin himself constructed a number of buildings and sarais there. Relation with Hindus. He maintained good rapport with non-Muslims in his kingdom. According to an interpretation of a Sanskrit sloka by D.C. Bhattacharya, Jalaluddin appointed Rajadar, a Hindu, as the commander of his army. He gained support of Muslim scholars, ulama and the sheikhs. He reconstructed and repaired the mosques and other religious architectures destroyed by Raja Ganesha. 17th-century Persian historian Firashta applauded him by saying, "He upheld the principles of justice and equity and became the now Sherwin of the age." His remark is corroborated by the evidence of the Smriti Nahara and the Padachandrika. According to the Padachandrika, a commentary on the Amarakosha in Sanskrit, Brihaspati Mishra, a Brahmin from Kulingram, present-day Bardhaman district, was promoted by Sultan Jalaluddin to the position of the Sarvabhauma Pandita, court scholar, and Vishvasrai, son of Brihaspati Mishra, was also appointed a minister by the Sultan. He patronized Sanskritic culture by publicly showing appreciation for those scholars of classical Brahmanic scholarship. Many Brahmin poets were honored by Jalaluddin. But according to a 19th-century chronicle written by Francis Buchanan Hamilton, Jalaluddin compelled many Hindus to convert to Islam, resulting in many Hindus fleeing to Kamrup. Relation with foreign rulers. He also maintained good diplomatic relations. He was in correspondence with the Timurid ruler Shah Rukh of Herat, Yongle of China and Al-Ashraf Bazbay, the Mamluk ruler of Egypt. Ibrahim Shaki attacked his kingdom, but censure from Yungla and Shah Rukh caused him to withdraw. Jalaluddin helped Meng Somannamakla, king of Arakan, to recover his kingdom from Burma. In return, he became the overlord of Arakan. He, at some point, also ruled over parts of Tripura and southern Bihar. Jalaluddin tried to legitimize his rule by publicly displaying his credentials as a devout and correct Muslim. Contemporary Arab sources hold that upon his conversion to Islam, Jalaluddin adopted the Hanafi legal tradition. Between 1428 and 1431, he also supported the construction of a religious college in Mecca and established close ties with Bey. With the exchange of gifts, Jalaluddin requested in return a letter of recognition from the Egyptian Mamluk Sultan. Bey was the most prestigious Muslim ruler in the Islamic heartlands and the custodian of a remnant line of the Abbasid caliphs. The Mamluk Sultan complied with the request by sending him a robe of honor and the letter of recognition. In 1427, Jalaluddin described himself in an inscription as Al-Sultan al-Azam al-Mu'azzaman Khalifat Allah Ali al-Makunan Jalal al-Dunya wal-Din, the most exalted of the great sultans, the Caliph of Allah in the universe. Coins. Several undated issues of his silver coins and a huge commemorative silver coin minted in Pandua in 1421 bear the stylized figure of a lion. Another theory says that they were issued to celebrate the arrival of a Chinese ambassador, and yet another theory says that they marked the withdrawal of Jaunpur's threatening army. Aside from him, the lion motif coins were also issued by Nasir-ud-Din Mahmud Shah I and Jalaluddin Fateh Shah. Such tyoe of coins were also issued by the Kingdom of Tripura in 1464, thus precluding the possibility that Jalaluddin was following the kingdom's custom. Since the lion is seen as the vehicle of the goddesses Chandi, in whose name the Sanar dynasty rebelled from 1416 to 18. It is possible he attempted to appeal to the deeply rooted sentiments of goddess worship. In 1427, he had described himself in a description on a mosque as the most exalted of the great sultans, the Caliph of Allah in the universe. Having tested this, in 1430 he took a bolder step by including Caliph of Allah, Khalifat al-Allah, as one of his titles on his coins. In 1431 AD he issued a new coin inscribing Kalimat Shahadat. Thus he reintroduced on his coins the Kalima, which had disappeared from Bengal Sultanate coins for several centuries. He died in Rabi II, 837 r. 1433 AD, and was buried in Eklaki Mausoleum at Pandua. See also List of rulers of Bengal. History of Bengal. History of India.